Hello, everybody. It is May 3rd, Friday, and I've been out of it for a while. And I keep having to change my clothing because they have infected me with pox and Mexican chinchillas really badly. And it's really hard to get hoodies. I went to the Ross store, and like the only hoodie I can get is like this extra large female hoodie, but at least it's New Balance, you know. So, what's going on is that I was keeping my my underwear and my extra pants at the bin in Skid Row. And the reason why they call it Skid Row is because there's this lady there who's related to Physia Davenport, the ex Los Angeles County chief executive. And she's related to Simone Cagua Silva D'Arienzo Salamani. And yeah, she was my girlfriend for a little while. And what she did is she took pox, you know, because they're infecting me with pox, and they're making it look like it's coming from the sand. But it's not coming from the sand. It is like germ warfare and urban warfare and germ warfare, because they're putting it in the clothes at the Ross store. They're putting it in the clothes at the Burlington Coat Factory at the Fashion District. And also when I store my clothing and my items at the bin in Skid Row, this lady who's related, her name is Martha, who's related to Simone Cagua Silva, who's really like Dilma Rousseff from Brazil. They got really mad because they took away the ID.me and the California EDD unemployment insurance, because they have like all kinds of people saying that they're LAICON, including the Attorney General, Rob Bonta, and his assistant, Jana Levine, aka Lupe, who used to be, I think she used to be like my cousin Maria Antrona, we call her Maria Poltrona. But what's going on here? They're committing aggravated identity theft, and they're deliberately and intentionally trying to kill me. They have infected me with like over 50 Mexican chinchilla and pox all over my body. They want me to die of COVID-19 and AIDS, but I keep having to like pick it off. And I'm taking these leeches and worms off my body, and they keep coming back, man. And I want to tell you that if you want to get rid of this leeches and worms from Mexican chinchillas, what you need to do is you need to buy calcium, magnesium, zinc. What's really good is magnesium and bananas. But when you buy the bananas, they have the organic bananas that are more expensive. Those are the ones that really work. Along with the milk. Milk is really good and probiotic. And also what I found that works really well is vitamin E. Vitamin E and zinc. So I was going to LA Care, and LA Care won't pay the bill now. I went to Urgent Care, Urgent Med, and now I'm getting bills because LA Care will not pay the bill. They're like a fraud insurance company for Medi-Cal. And they're telling me to go to Medicare, but I'm not 65 yet. So I can't go to Medicare. And, you know, it's not like I don't have a pot to piss in. I do have a pot to piss in. So that's what's going on, is that they're trying to kill me with like 50 pox. And behind this is Rob Bonta and his secretary, Janet Levine, who framed Mitch Englander. Along with what's going on here is they're also busting the Los Angeles County District Attorney, because I do have a pot to piss in. You know, I have my $2 million house in Franklin Lakes, my father's will, which is like $1.83 billion, maybe like $9.83 billion after the bill pay, with Perfectus Aluminum. And my Facebook code, you know, I should be like 50% owner of Facebook, Meta Platforms. So now I got Mark Zuckerberg on my ass. I have Priscilla Chad on my ass, Joyce Lee. And so what's going on here is that I found out that they're hacking me. In addition to trying to kill me with pox and leeches and worms, they're also severely hacking my phone. They're using the SolarWinds software. It's called the CIA Direct Link software by Adam Mazza, who's really Steve Klein and Steve Buskin of Las Vegas, who's really Aria, and it's called the Aryan Circle, and Aryan Circle Brotherhood, which I found out is linked to the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas, and it's linked to Infinology, because when I was creating YouLoveMe.com and People Friends, that Mark Zuckerberg, Priscilla Chan, and her mother Joyce Lee stole from me and created Facebook with it, and I was using Infinology as the web hosting company. So what's going on here is that they were asking me for, there was Arbi and Ken. Arbi was like the techie guy, and Ken was like the owner of Infinology. I found out that Ken has a relationship with David Slayton, who's the court executive at the Stanley Mouse Courthouse. And so they have an antitrust going on here, is because Facebook is running a genocide, free-for-all pillaging for money business. They're killing people for money. They're hacking you on your phone so that they want to steal your email address and your phone number, so they can steal your EDD unemployment insurance, so that they can steal your DPSS, CalFresh, and CashAid, because they're selling food for meth. And it's all about the meth and the crack cocaine. And so they're stealing your CalFresh because they're getting food out of it, and they're using the food, trading it for meth and crack cocaine. And in addition to stealing your investment accounts, they're also stealing your benefits. And they're doing it with SolarWinds software. And the owner of SolarWinds software is Mark Zuckerberg, Priscilla Chan, and her mother Joyce Lee, because we have the South China Sea and the Filipinos trying to overthrow California with a coup d'etat, including Rob Bonta, who's a shrinky-dink Filipino. If you go in the courthouse, Stanley Mosque, they're making it look like David Slayton is the court executive, and he really is Ken of Infinology, who became Facebook and became Azure, Microsoft Azure web hosting, and who became Aryan Circle Brotherhood Networks, electronic trespassing, electronic damaging. So what's going on here is that they're hacking you. Microsoft is also in on it, along with C.K. Hutchinson Whampoa, who's really Alibaba and Baidu. Alibaba and Baidu that killed Marissa Mayer of Mayer Brown law firm. And they killed Marissa and took over Yahoo. They took over MySpace. They took over Friendster. They took over my sites, YouLoveMe.com and People Friends. This is what Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan is doing. Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan and her mother Joyce Lee, they're getting rich off the murder business. They're killing everybody in sight. They're killing you to get rich. Mark Zuckerberg, Priscilla Chan, Joyce Lee, and Maria F. Buxton of Kika Van Ness Peters, who's running the law firm that backs up Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, and Meta Platforms, and also the courthouse, the Stanley Mouse Courthouse, is completely being operated by Filipinos. If you look at their employee of the month, Filipino. If you look at the directory, Snorio Gata, they're all Filipinos. We got the Filipinos that like took over the California courts so that I cannot get justice for stealing my code at Facebook and Meta Platforms. They got an antitrust. They got every angle covered. And the Filipinos in the South China Sea are trying to take over America. With C.K. Hutchinson Whampoa, Alibaba, Baidu, Nextel, Alcatel, Cricket Wireless. I'm telling you, man, Joe Biden was like right on for bombing the Filipinos, you know? I found out that my uncle used to be Eisenhower. He's the one who put an H-bomb on Hiroshima. Ronald Reagan invaded Grenada because they were messing around. He didn't want to put an H-bomb in Grenada. You know what? If these Filipinos, they blew up one of our tankers. They blew up a few of our tankers. I say shut them the fuck up and put an H-bomb in Manila.